Welcome back to DNA Reviews. I'm Alea,
This is Dad. How are you guys doing?
and we are back. We're in a new studio now because I have moved. Oh my gosh, I'm an adult now, guys. So we're in a new studio. So this is gonna be what you're seeing now. It's gonna be tweaked, of course, as we move along because it's a new area. But yeah, get used to it, guys. New area.
New area, new studio. Looks good.
Yeah. So this week we're talking about a lot of different things. We missed San Diego Comic-Con because I had to move. Like that was rough, missing that whole week. But it's fine. So but this week we're talking about Jamie Foxx's new movie Daybreak, and we're talking about Gray Man, which is not Gray Man. Now I think about it, not Gray Man. Bullet Train.
Bullet Train.
That's in the I need to change that. But we're talking about Bullet Train, and we're talking about Nope because we never got to talk about Nope.
Never got a
So
chance to dive into it.
there's some things that we got to talk about, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so now moving on to our. Is that presented? Okay. Starting from the beginning. Bullet Train. I did not get to watch this movie, but you got to watch this movie. What were your thoughts?
I liked it. It was a good movie. It was fun. I'm sorry you didn't get a chance to get to see it. I hope you go see it. It was a fun movie that had really good action, a good story, the right amount of comedy. It wasn't over the top. It was very well done. It was different. You know, it takes a lot to surprise with an action movie these days, and we'll talk about that here a little bit with Daybreak. But yeah, so it was good. It was a good change of pace. It almost reminded me of a Guy Ritchie movie. How Guy Ritchie shoots his movies with kind of sarcasm in it. So it was like that. So all the actors was good. Brad Pitt did a good job as being Ladybug in the movie. That was his name. That was his code name.
Mm-hmm.
There were several other big stars in it as well. It was it was really a good movie. I highly recommend it. The action was great. Like I said, the story is good. I'm not gonna do a spoiler of it, but
Well, it's already out now. Like, what were some things that were in the movie? Like, it's already out. The movie's out. People got it.
So I guess I could give a couple of little things. Man, the conversation that they were having. So the whole premise of the movie is there is there's a guy who gets kidnapped, who's the son of a Russian drug lord called the White Wolf, and he gets kidnapped, and he sends two guys, which are called the twins, are Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Oh, he's in it. Oh,
yeah.
wow. Yeah.
And the guy from Atlanta, I forget his name. But anyway, they're the twins. They're really good, by the way, in this. And they get him. They bring him back. They rescue him from his assailants. They're bringing him back. Okay, so Brad Pitt has been tasked with recovering a suitcase, and the suitcase is filled with money, the ransom money. So I won't go into the whole thing, but that's basically the premise of it. So as they're trying to everyone is trying to bring the case back, and Brad Pitt's trying to get the case. He's just told, grab the case and get it. There's no killing involved. You don't have to kill anybody. It's as simple as just going to get this case off the train, walk on, walk off. Well, of course, that wouldn't be much of a movie. Brad Pitt walks on the train, and he grabs the suitcase. He can't get off because another guy who's trying to look for him and other people sees him, knocks him out. He's on the train takes off. And while these two guys, it's so funny, while the two guys, Aaron Taylor Johnson and the other guy, are watching over the son, he somehow ends up dead. Not only is the son dead, but now the money's missing in the case. And from that point on, now there's a whole bunch of assassins on it. Zazie Beetz is in it. There's a whole bunch of assassins on this train trying to kill each other for this case. And it's just really good. So I don't want to spoil it for you, so let you watch it.
I'll have to watch it, but
yeah,
I'll have to. I don't know where it's coming out. I don't know if it's coming out in any streaming services or anything.
Yeah.
But that's something that I'll have to definitely check out. I mean, Brad Pitt's like Brad Pitt. Like, I don't know. I've never been like, oh my gosh, it's a Brad Pitt movie, so I gotta go see it. But sure, I'll go. I'll have to check it out for sure.
No, it's good.
I wonder what some of the reviews are on it. So here's some highlights. World War box office so far is 77 million, so that's pretty good. Oh. I had to look. I had to read the second bullet point.
So yeah.
I had to get to the second bullet point.
Yeah.
out of
So
90
it made
million.
77 million on the box office, but it took 90 million to make this movie.
Yeah.
So this movie didn't make any money.
So that's not great.
Nah, it didn't. The critics did not like this movie for whatever reason. It was a different type of movie, so I could see why some critics won't like it. It wasn't a very sophisticated movie, but it was a good movie. It was
Was
fun.
it like was the action at least any
The
good
action
or
was
anything?
good. The satire was good. Yeah, it kept us going. It wasn't highbrow in any way, but it was a good film to watch. I think it just was entertaining. So I don't know how to even explain it to you. It was just entertaining.
Was Brad Pitt like still Brad Pitt? Like I think of like Tom Cruise is like Tom Cruise.
No,
like,
no. Brad Pitt was playing. He was playing because he's a good-looking, suave guy, but he was just playing a regular guy.
Yeah.
Who makes mistakes. And his whole thing was the reason why Sandra Bullock gave him a code name of Ladybug is because he usually has bad luck, right? So he thinks he has bad luck. So ladybugs are supposed to be good luck, and so she named him Ladybug. And so he thinks everything that goes wrong is his fault because it's some bad luck. He's like, man, it's not you, it's me. Trust me, right? So he's kind of good in that. But thing is, though, he knows how to fight. You can tell he's trained. He knows how to handle himself with a gun and all that kind of stuff. He's hell-bent on not shooting anybody, even though he ends up shooting someone later in the movie. But yeah, it was good. The critics, for whatever, didn't like it.
Yeah, 77 million is not great, and the critics, a low rating for the critics.
Yeah, I don't know what the reviews are on it, but
So we have 53% from the critics and a 77% from the audience.
yeah.
So
the audience liked it because it was a good summer movie. It's
It
a
just-
good,
it
fun,
wasn't-
popcorn action summer movie. So I knew the audience would like it. I didn't really expect the critics to hate it as much as they did, though.
what is your rating on it then?
Out of 10, I'll give it a 7.5, 8.
Oh, so like, okay, I'll watch it then. I
Yeah.
was like, is it okay? Like, I don't know, cause it's Brad Pitt, so I'm not really interested. Like, I gotta get in
It's
it.
good. You'd like it. I think you'd be interested in it because, like I said, it moves. It doesn't sit. There's good laughs in it. It's a good time.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, if y'all have seen Bullet Train, let us know in the comments, and let us know y'all's, whatever's.
your thoughts.
Your thoughts. So now we're gonna move on to Jordan Peele's Nope. We have seen this movie. It was like 2 weeks ago or something.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
been out, so this is spoilers. We can talk because if you haven't seen it by now, you don't want to see this movie.
Right. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was well done. Oh, let's see what this says. Oscar winner Jordan Peele's disrupted and redefined modern horror with Get Out and Then Us. Now he reimagines the summer movie with a new pop nightmare, the expansive horror epic Nope. The film reunites Peele with Oscar winner Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out, who was joined by Keke Palmer and Oscar nominee Steven Yeun as residents in a lonely gulch of inland California who bears witness to an uncanny and chilly discovery. I like this movie, Dad.
Like but I'm waiting for. Let's do your thing.
No, what did you think of this movie, Dad?
I like parts of this movie. I didn't like the whole movie because for me it was taking me on a ride. The first act and second act was so slow and low. The third act picked up. It was good, but there was points in the movie where I was thinking, this is unnecessary time being wasted. So my problem was there was too many drags in the movie. Keke Palmer made the movie.
Yeah, she did. She was very great in
Keke
that.
Palmer was this movie.
Mhm.
And then with Jordan Peele, you kind of get accustomed to, and I think this is kind of detrimental to Jordan Peele, by the way. We'll talk about it when we get to the highlights, but this is kind of detrimental to Jordan Peele. So now, because of what he did in Get Out, right, where he was telling a story, but he was also giving a symbol of something.
Yeah.
Right. And then he did the same thing in Us. He's telling a story, and then he's trying to give a symbolism of something. So it's kind of becoming detrimental now because now everything that Jordan Peele puts out, we're expecting it to have some
symbolism.
sort of symbolism or metaphor or meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the problem with that is you're going to the movie looking for that.
Right.
Right? Instead of going into the movie like I'm going to this movie just to enjoy the movie and having a good time with the movie, I'm actively looking for
A symbol
what's the
or something.
meaning of the movie? What's the deep meaning of the movie? And so it may be detrimental for Jordan Peele to be known for that, because now he just can't put out a popcorn movie,
Right.
Which is just a movie about shoot 'em up and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so it hurts him in the sense of, I don't get what you were saying here. What was your magic? What was realistically though, on its own, if you just think about it, this is just a story about people who were trying to catch a pitcher, become rich.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
That's what I thought of. That's how I saw it as.
That's what it
I
was.
enjoyed it.
But
Yeah.
because again, you just keep looking like, okay, what is he trying to say? So it kind of takes away from it. And then again, there was some lulls in there that was just unnecessary. The movie didn't need to be as long as it was. It was too long.
It was too long.
I enjoyed it overall. The scares were good. The tension is really good. Like the barn scene. The barn scene where you saw the aliens. Yo.
Yeah. With the fake alien thing.
They were fake.
The fake aliens.
But the tension that
what is that?
created was like, it was like, whoa, because you all like,
Nah, because I was like, I'm not, after Black Phone, I'm done. I'm done, okay? I can't do it.
You all like, oh, So he did a great job creating tension there, but the tension was without reward because, they end up being just kids playing. The story wasn't bad. I just wasn't blown away by and he has a high bar.
Yeah, with Get Out and Us.
Get Out.
Us is my favorite, and then I put Get Out at number 2, and then this movie at number 3. But that's not saying like, oh, this movie was bad, because I thought it was so creative. I thought it was just like a out of this world kind of idea. Because why didn't I think of that? Everyone always thinks of UFOs as like as the technology, but not as an animal or something. And I'm like, that's so good. And that's why I enjoyed this movie so much. Because of that out of this world kind of idea and how he executed it. And a fun fact about this movie is that it was all filmed during the day. It was all filmed throughout the day, and it was all After Effects and VFX that made it look like nighttime. Because
oh wow,
yeah, and for us, for Black people, it's hard for us to look good in the dark because a lot of people don't know how to light us correctly.
Right.
And so Jordan Peele had it just everything filmed throughout the day, and then they had blue tint on it,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it looks good. People were lit well.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that. That's a good fun fact. Now, yeah, like I said, it was different, and I enjoyed it, but I wasn't blown away by it. And again,
I like the storyline.
Yeah, you tell me your thoughts on it.
I enjoyed the storyline. I liked the metaphors that I got from it. For it was like an animal cannot be tamed. Like a lot of people are like, "What is up with this?" I guess we have to go to the highlights because people are like, "What is up with this chimp?" And I'm like, the chimp is supposed to be a parallel to animals cannot be tamed, and we're trying to tame this animal, or just this guy, Steven's character, is he's trying to get rich off of his trauma, and so his trauma is this animal that kills everybody, and so he's trying to get rich off of it, and because he knows about this UFO, and so he's trying to tame the UFO like he did with the fist bump with the chimp or whatever. And obviously, that did not work out for you, dude, because you don't know what you're doing. But David Kaluuya's character, because of his past, knew what he was doing. So it just kind of was like a parallel. That's what I saw it as.
Since you put it that way, that kind of makes sense. I could see that. I didn't catch that, to be honest with you, because the story with the chimp to me was it didn't pay off. You were showing me this story with the chimp and what he did. And it started with this, right? With the chimp tearing people up. And, but I didn't put the connection, but you're right.
And the connection with the balloons thing,
you're right. The connection is there because here you have, the balloons, because the pop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw it way deeper than I did. I did not catch that at all.
This movie was good, okay? You just gotta get in it. And I gotta see it again. I gotta see it a couple more times.
No. Since you laid it out that way, I do see the connection now. It makes sense. Because otherwise I was like, why was the chimp thing?
Why was the chimp there?
It was unnecessary. It was just a waste of time. It never paid off. But I see what the parallels is. They tried this before. You stupid. You're trying to train an animal and you can't. Because he was trying to train it, set it on horses.
Yeah.
And then the thing was like, nah, I'm tired of eating horses.
I'm gonna eat all y'all. That's great. That scene was so good and crazy at the same time. How everyone was stuck, But I would love to get to the highlights then. These highlights are status highlights. Okay, I see. Yeah, this is great. Worldwide box office 103 million.
Yeah.
Okay. and it was 68 million to make.
Yeah.
So they made money.
They made money on
They
it.
made money off of this. The audience rating is low
Audience rating on this is low. Why is that though? You know?
because probably people did not grasp. Okay, wait, no, I have to get into it. Let me get to the big screen.
Here we go.
As a film major, I was able to get deep into the movie, right? In depth.
You want to get in?
Yes, that.
I understand. No, you're right. I mean, I didn't get it. I didn't get it at the time, but what you said makes a lot of sense. And now maybe when I rewatch it, I ain't gonna rewatch it. But if
Is
ever,
that a rewatch for you? It's a rewatch for me.
it's a one and done. But what, I'm sure I'll watch it again in the future. Maybe it'll hit me differently again. Maybe it will. But again, I think going to our bullet point, audience, why is the audience rating so low? Has Jordan, one of the questions I think on here is
Jordan Peele falling off?
Is Jordan Peele falling off? And I don't think he's falling off.
No.
But this is 2 back-to-back movies he's had where it didn't hit like the first one.
What? Us?
I'm telling
Us
you.
is better than Get Out. Us is better than Get Out. People,
No.
I think it's just that.
Get
I
Out
think
is
it's giving a Christopher Nolan kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where Christopher Nolan's movies, his movies are great, but then Tenet, it's like, we love you, Chris, but like, what is
Turn
going
up
on?
the audio.
It's getting too complex.
Yes.
And like, that's a lot.
You can.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can get artsy with a movie, and you
Yeah.
can get too artsy. And some directors will do that where they see the vision of what they're trying to convey, but you can't lose the audience
Right.
because that's who's buying the tickets. So you can't get so artsy in your head that you're creating something that can't be appreciated without a full explanation after the fact. Like, you just have to explain it to me.
Yeah.
So you explain to me, I'm like, okay, that makes sense what you're saying, but that hurts your overall perspective because now every time I go to see a movie of yours, I got to think, well, what are you metaphoring or what are you contrasting?
Right.
I just want to watch a movie.
I just want to watch the movie, dude. Like, come on now.
I just want to go in, watch
enjoy
a
the
movie.
movie.
Yes, do I want to learn something? Of course. I want to learn something and get something out of it. But don't make it so much of a rabbit hole where people are lost down the rabbit hole, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to lose half your audience because you're just going to be like, okay, you're just too deep. You can't see it, right?
I don't think that Jordan Peele is falling off. I don't think he is. He's only 3 movies in. He's gotten Oscar.
Right.
So I think he's okay. I think he's doing all right.
He's fine. It's a question to stimulate conversation, of course. You always want to put that up to stimulate conversation. And no, I don't think he's falling off to answer that question. I don't think he's falling off. I just think that he's gotta recognize that this is 2 movies where he didn't get the same buzz like the first one. Because Get Out was buzz and it was ongoing for months.
That's true.
Us was in and out. This is in and out. Nobody's talking.
This is more in and out than Us.
Yeah,
for
nobody's
sure,
talking about
that.
that, right? You're not hearing a bunch of conversations about it. You're not hearing any Oscar buzz about it. What you are hearing, though, is Keke Palmer was awesome.
Keke Palmer was, she killed it.
She brought her A game in this.
She's trying to get her, but same thing about Keke Palmer. She's trying to get her back in this business because she's like, people always ask me, Keke Palmer, where have you been? Where have you been? And she's like, I've been in the movies, but 2 movies back to back have went straight to DVD. So she's trying to just get back on the big screen,
Yeah, it's good, and it's just she's really. I think after this, you're gonna see Keke Palmer get a couple more projects.
She had 2 big summer movies with Lightyear and this movie back to back.
Yeah. But see, nobody knows Keke Palmer and Lightyear though.
I do. She was good in it.
Nah, so she's gonna pick up because she showed her skill sets.
Yeah.
In this, and it was really impressive. So I think she'll be good.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. I do want to see what these audience reviews are. At least the I'm gonna skip this really quickly because I want to see what the dad. Oh, I see now. I see. Yeah, the critics' review is at 60. Well, it's at 82% for the critics.
And audience is 68.
And the audience at 68. Yeah, you just have to have like a higher mind.
You have to be really cerebral.
Yeah. I do wonder now what the critic Rotten reviews are.
Yeah, you can go back and look at them.
So, every so often is an obviously every so often, an obviously talented person makes a bad movie. And that's what we have in Nope. The talent is there. The movie is dead on screen. Wow.
Yeah. It's just I think it hit a lot of people. Like I said, it just hit us wrong. So
I guess so. Let's go to a fresh review to cleanse our palates. Nope is a genre-disrupting masterpiece from Jordan Peele, whose intellectual, curious, and playful perspective has become vital and necessary for the horror and sci-fi genre to evolve. This is so true, though. It is so true because Jordan Peele has done what he needs to do for the horror genre.
Yeah.
Like, the horror genre is trash. Like, it is at the bottom of the list because a lot of horror people just want to be like, scare. And it's like, yes, scare us, but also give a good story. And
Black Phone did that.
I was about to say that. We got that with Black Phone. It was a good story, but then there were scares. So I was like, but I love it. If you took the scares out, it's still a good story.
Yeah.
That is how the mindset of a horror person should be. And I feel like Jordan Peele does that.
Yeah. It's different type of horrors, So
different kind of horror, yeah.
He did good. I think, like I said, he did good on this one. I think it was there. It was there, and it didn't hit all the way. And I think that's why it kind of fell down for the audience.
Yeah, there probably could have been more. I don't know, more story, something else, maybe more action.
Like
I don't know.
It was just it was like somebody cooked you a steak, a 1-inch steak, and you asked for it to be medium, and they overcooked it just
medium
a
well,
little bit.
and it's like, why would you do that?
And you were like, it's good,
but like
you kind of overcooked it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So now we're moving on to. Oops. Hold on. Moving on to. Day Shift.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
I'm just giving you the piano.
I don't know, Dad. Day Shift with Dave Franco,
your boy,
Jamie Foxx is what I meant to say. Jamie Foxx and Snoop Dogg. I was really okay. So let me give you the description before I give my points. A hardworking dad out to provide for his daughter using a boring pool cleaning job as a front for his real gig, hunting and killing vampires. I was really happy to see Dave Franco in this movie, and because I love Dave Franco. Fun fact, me and Dave Franco share a birthday, June 12th. I love Dave Franco!
Okay, I didn't know that.
I love Dave Franco.
I know he's your boy, but anyway, whatever.
But his character, I hate this trope. I call it the Tom Holland trope now. When it's like the guy that doesn't know what they're doing, and they're like a burden. Guy. But no, don't say nerd guy, because we love Tobey Maguire, we love Andrew Garfield, we love the nerd guy. But the nerd guy that is like just weird. Like, what are you doing? And it's like a weak nerd guy. That's the trope.
Yeah.
I hated it, and I was very mad because I was like, David, what are you doing?
What do you think about the movie?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Let's the movie. Sorry. It was good. I like the movie. I like the action. So I originally did not know what this movie was about.
Yeah.
I would just went into this movie straight. And so the first scene is he was like a pool cleaner, and I was like, oh, okay. And the bottom of the thing came off. I was like, what's about to happen? And so I thought he was like trying to rob somebody, because I was like, why are you going to this person's house? Like, what are you doing, Jamie? And then this old lady comes out. Like,
why are you in my
clutching
house?
Clutching
her pearls.
Why in my house? He looks at her, grabs the pillow, boom. She folds. I think it's so funny.
It was good.
I was shook. I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And then I figured out she was a vampire. And I was like, oh, it's a vampire movie. Yeah.
Let me tell you what. This movie was good.
It's good action.
What I liked about the movie, and I'm going to give you this movie wasn't great. Okay.
So that's why I said it was good action.
It was good. So let me tell you why I like the movie, but I have some critiques. You could tell, I'll tell you in a minute who directed this, but you can tell that by looking at everything that happened, they were using contortionists.
Yeah, there was.
Right?
I was gonna talk about it. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I love how they did that. Right.
Yeah.
I love the action that happened in it. It was great from the beginning to the end. Action was good. I even love the lore of it. Right. They use all of the
words,
typical vampire lore, the mirror. I can't see you in the mirror.
Yeah.
Garlic.
Yeah, silver wood.
Silver wood. They use all of the vampire lore.
Yeah.
Cool. I loved it when they said, "Oh, if you pull out the fang," this was a new one.
Yeah.
You pull out the fangs, then it doesn't regenerate, and you
Yeah.
become, worthless. But that's what they're hunting for, money.
Yeah.
Loved how they set up the world and everything, because that was good. Because I like when movies set up the world so you know what the rules are.
Right.
So when you see something happening in it, you could be like, okay, that conforms to your rules,
Right.
even though it doesn't conform to everything else. This is your rules in this world. So they did a great job in setting that all up. The story was weak though, because it almost seemed like Jamie Foxx phoned it in.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
He wasn't acting good.
He wasn't.
He was just like, give me the script. It's a Netflix movie.
It was too simple.
Was stiff.
It was very stiff. It was too simple.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, just get money for my daughter. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But then it was, he wasn't giving a performance that he could have gave.
He didn't give a good
I think it was the
performance.
writing. It was just the writing.
It was bad writing and a bad performance by Jimmy Foxx. And I know sometimes you get a script that's trash, because I've seen actors talk about this, right? There's this show called The Actors Roundtable. It's on YouTube from Variety. And they talk about it all the time. Sometimes you just get a script and you just try your best with it. You put your best performance on. And you just, hey, it is what it is. So the writing definitely was bad in this. The direction was bad. And the reason why the direction was bad is because the guy who directed the movie was a first-time director. However, he's a stunt coordinator. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the stunts
That's on point. On point.
Because if you go and look at all of his
Stunt stuff.
his IMDb credits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's been on every stunt. John Wick, Matrix.
That's what it said. It was like John Wick.
All kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were trying to just
Get you in the movie.
He was just a stunt coordinator. Don't act like he was director and John
Yeah.
Wick. They're trying to put that in like he produced. No.
No.
He was a coordinator on there doing
Yeah.
something. He wasn't even the main coordinator. Okay, so just whatever.
Like, chill.
Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, but see, that's not the first guy that did this. The first guy that did it was the director of John Wick. He was a stunt coordinator. His first director movie was John Wick.
Oh, and he did
Thing
good.
is, though, he had a good script, good lore, right?
Yeah.
Because when you look at John Wick, it's a lot of action.
Yeah.
You could tell good stunts. This was the same. Good stunts, bad direction.
The stunts were amazing. Yeah, so they had 6 contortionists on there, and the contortionists were doing the stunts. They were in. And I loved that. I could watch the movie. I could watch a second part if they made a second part.
Yeah.
Just because of the stunts.
Yeah. I watched the second part.
Yeah.
Like when mom and I watched it, she was like, "This is a good movie for home," and I'm like, "Yeah."
It's a whole movie. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a whole
yeah.
movie. If I went to the theater, like actually drove 30 minutes, bought popcorn and a drink to watch this,
I'd have been like, yo.
I'd have been hot.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
The fact that I didn't have to take 30 steps, put on my movie theater, and I watched it
You're
at home,
chill, yeah.
I was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was not a movie that I would have paid if I had gone to the theater. I felt good about. So
Yeah.
it just wasn't there. And again, Jamie Foxx delivery, even Snoop Dogg's delivery was better than Jamie Foxx.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, I thought you were about to say it was bad, but I was like, his was actually pretty good.
Snoop Dogg's delivery.
It was good.
I believed who Snoop Dogg was. I believed him as the giant cowboy John.
Yeah.
And I believed him.
Mm-hmm.
I even believed Dave Franco. even though you didn't like the character.
Yeah, I believed
but
it.
I
believed his
believed that's
character.
who he was.
Yeah.
I didn't believe Jamie Foxx.
He just
It
probably
just-
wasn't in it. He's like, just give me, I'm Jamie Foxx, give me my check. Thanks.
It just seemed like it was Jamie Foxx talking. That was it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so yeah, it was okay. But there was some good action scenes in
there were some good action scenes in it. Let's see what the critics and the audience think of it. We're getting a 56% from the critics and a 65% from the audience.
Yeah, that's about right.
So that's about right. Yeah.
All right for what it is. That fits right in where this movie should be.
Yeah.
If I had to give it a rating, I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't too far. If I were to give a rating out for this, yeah, 6 out of 10. 5 out of 10, I don't know, 5 out of 10. I'm going to give it 5.
It depends on the day.
It depends on the day. Like, ooh, when I first saw it, maybe a 6, but now that I'm here, I'm like, 5.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say 5 because I'd encourage people to watch it. Go watch it. It's a good.
Okay,
you
yeah.
have nothing else happening this weekend.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Put it on.
Yeah, put it on. Put it on.
But if you gotta like wash your hair or something, go wash your hair.
Yeah. If you have something to do, like go do your groceries.
Yeah.
Okay, so now moving on to Only Murders in the Building.
All right, so we're in the second to last episode of this.
Yes, did I watch the second to last episode? I think I'm like really close to the second to last episode, but we can still just talk about
Yeah,
it. So we know the description. We know this crazy thing that is happening. The old lady, the old owner, was killed by a knifing. And Selena Gomez's character, Mabel,
Yeah.
she is crazy. Is she crazy?
She's blacking out. I don't know if it's really her. I don't know what's going on there. She stabs someone in the train, blah, blah, blah. It's her. I don't know. She doesn't even remember doing it.
She is going through a lot. She thinks that she killed old woman, but she didn't really kill old woman.
Yeah.
There's a glitter guy. We don't know who glitter guy is unless
Wow.
it's revealed. Is it revealed?
It's revealed.
Okay. Actually, I don't want to
I
know
won't
that.
tell you. I won't tell you.
Oh, it's revealed.
In the second to last one, you find out who the glitter guy is.
Okay, don't tell me then. Oh
I'm
man.
not gonna tell you. I won't tell you. We'll save it for next time. But yes, the glitter guy is revealed, and you could almost tell.
That's only the last episode.
There's a couple of hints in this as well, like of who the killer is. I think I figured it out. But in the second to last, so I won't spoil it for you. It finally got good because it was dragging it for a bit. There was a couple episodes. It was like, okay, man, I get it.
It was dragging.
You need to produce 10 episodes, but you're dragging right now. You know, you're dragging right now.
Yeah, I wonder what. Oh, let me go to the big screen. I wonder, what do you think about previous killer and Steve Martin's character? I don't know people's
so
names.
crazy.
What was that, like that relationship?
That is so crazy. She's like, we never technically broke up.
Broke up. Bro, you tried to kill me. I think that was like a.
He said, but you tried to kill me. So yeah, but technically I didn't say it.
Like, I thought that was like a stipulation, like, okay, we're broken up because I tried to kill you.
What was even cooler though is when he sent the girl. What's her name?
Stooges or Stooge.
Oh, what's her name?
Jane Lynch.
Jane Lynch.
Yeah.
He sent Jane Lynch to pretend to be him to break up with her.
I love her character.
That was so cool.
It's like
He was like, yeah. She challenged it. She was challenging.
she was like,
yeah.
and lights, camera, and go. That's exactly what I would do.
He broke up with her.
She channeled it.
That was good. That was a good episode.
Yeah.
That was a good episode.
Yeah, the part where I stopped was because Jerron and Desiree came. I was there. I was so close to finishing it.
Yeah.
But I got to the part where she's like running away from this glitter guy. And I think it was at the end of episode 7, because you've watched episode 8. So end of episode 7, and she was with Theo. She was talking with Theo and stuff, and they were kind of working together. And I don't know, her forgiving. I don't even know what her status is with Theo, but it's weird because I'm like, you killed the guy. You put my friend in jail for 10 years.
Yeah.
We're not friends. Like,
Right.
sure, I need your help for this day, but we're not cool, dude. Like, you know.
And then the other girl betrayed her too.
Yeah, it's just too many things.
Too many things going on.
No. So that was weird. But then in that episode, we find out that Mabel she does blackouts because of her father.
Yeah. They're just making it up as they go.
No, they're not. Yeah, they are. Because they would have said something. She would have had blackouts in season 1.
She'd
Like,
had a
come on,
season
dude.
1 blackouts. So come on. It's like, we need a new story.
I wonder what's gonna happen in season 3. Like, who's gonna die at the end of the season?
First, let me tell you right now. Okay. First of all, if there's a season 3, people need to start moving out this building.
Yeah, you should have moved out the first time. Like, I would have been
Got 2
done.
murders in the building, not as a third.
Back to back too. Like, we just finished, and then the day that they finish the murder and find who the killer is, another person dies. Come on, I'm out. I'm like, break the lease. It's
worse than murder,
$3,000. It's $3,000 to break your lease. I'll be in
out.
debt. Like, I'll be okay.
Out.
Like,
Out.
I'm out.
No, it's crazy. So we'll see. I'm sure there'll be another one.
Yeah, there probably will be, because look at the reviews. The reviews is 100% critics and 91% audience. The audience went down though, because it used to be, wasn't it 100?
Some point.
Both of them were like at 100, or it was like 99 or something like that with the audience. So it went down a little bit.
A bit.
People are not feeling it as much.
Little bit.
Do we have any other things from Murders in the Building? So far for me, I give this season an 8. I think I was at a 10. I think I was at a 10 or a 9 earlier, but I give it an 8
I'll give it an 8.
because I fell off. I was at like episode 4 until I reviewed the PowerPoint for today, and I was like, oh, we're reviewing this still? I was like, okay, let me put it on. I was like, oh. I was like, we're still talking about it.
Production sends you
Yeah.
sends you notes.
Yes, I was like, oh.
I gotta watch it. I gotta catch up.
Yeah, so I had to catch up.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are any theories and questions? Y'all know theories and questions, guys. This is our theories and questions segment. Y'all have to send in stuff. I know it's our fault. We have been off for like the last couple of weeks. It was because I was moving, but you can still put stuff into the theories and questions, and we will comment back, or we'll say something to you.
Yep.
For sure. Let's see what we're moving on to next. DNA news.
Yeah, we changed it from movie news to DNA news.
Oh,
we talk about all stuff.
All stuff. Okay, so DNA news.
Yep.
Okay, so She-Hulk is coming out very soon, this Wednesday,
Yeah.
right? It's Wednesday.
Yep.
Jennifer Walters has a complicated life as a single 30-something attorney who also happens to be a green 6'7" superpowered Hulk. Okay,
How are you
cool.
feeling about this?
Like, she looks like a normal person. I have to talk about it. Look at this picture. She looks like a normal human being. Like,
It's green.
anybody could look like this. Anybody could have those arms, Dad.
6'7".
But could anybody have Hulk's arms? Have you ever seen somebody with Hulk's arms though?
Well, she didn't get the full blast.
We'll see. I want a full explanation, being like, a Bruce Banner's like, oh well, I only give you half a dose. That's why you look
I
the way
don't
you
know how
do.
they're gonna do it in the comic books.
She was like,
yeah. In the comic book, the reason why she got this is because there was a hit put out on her. She's an attorney. She got killed. Bruce had to give her a blood transfusion. Blah blah blah. I don't know how they're gonna give her powers here because they're not gonna do the same story. But I watched the trailers. Have you seen the trailers?
I don't know. I've seen I've seen the first one.
There's a bunch of
Have
cameos.
they fixed it?
There's a bunch of cameos going to be happening in this.
Ooh, don't tell me.
She's breaking the fourth wall because she breaks.
Oh yeah.
She breaks the fourth wall and.
I heard about that.
It's gonna be kind of a comedy.
Okay.
It's gonna be like a comedy. Now there's a show back in the day called Ally McBeal, but you wouldn't know anything about it. You weren't born yet. But it's supposed to be something like it was a lawyer show that was kind of a comedy, and this seems to be like it's gonna be some sort of a comedy. So I'll be interested in seeing this Wednesday. I don't know how many episodes are dropping.
Probably like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. 6 episodes.
I don't.
Which
Yeah,
is
I don't
still.
know.
I'm
I don't know
over
how
the
many
6
episodes
episode
are dropping,
format.
but it'll be interesting to watch it this Wednesday and see how it goes. The first episode kind of give me the direction of where it's going, and if I'm gonna like it. We're gonna watch it anyway because we're gonna review it.
Yeah, of course.
I just hope it's for me, and I don't send any hate mail, but I hope it's better than Ms. Marvel.
Me too. Like, I can't do it again. Like, hearing that it's a comedy, and I'm like, every Marvel movie is a comedy. Like, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of comedy is this gonna be?
Yeah.
Because wasn't Miss Marvel a comedy? And I'm like, I can't. My brain cannot do another Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
I need something more complex because that was not it for me. I need something that's like Loki, where it's like, okay, you got to figure out the multiverse and figure out where it is in the timeline, like that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah, we'll see. It's not gonna be like that.
It's not.
You know, her job is going to be representing enhanced
Spider-Man.
enhanced human beings and stuff
That'd be
like
cool.
that. So I guess everybody got powers now or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey, mutants.
Could happen.
They should talk about mutants. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
But hey, we'll see what they do with She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Let's move on now to Game of Thrones prequel, House of Dragon trailer reveal released August 21st. Release date is August 21st,
That's
and
right.
it's going to be a Game of Thrones sibling rivalry.
Yeah. So this is gonna be about. So in Game of Thrones, I know you didn't really watch the first show of Game of Thrones, which, by the way, is sacrilegious.
It's too late now.
It's too
I'm off the hype. Like, is it even fun for me? I'll watch this one, so I'll be on the hype with everybody.
Okay. Anyway, House Targaryen is the House of Dragons, and this will, of course, will be following that family. This is like 300 years, I think, 300 years before Game of Thrones, I think it is, something like that. And so we'll be seeing that family dynamic. There's kind of a civil war going on there, and
Okay.
of course, there's dragons and there's battles, and I heard they kept the same theme song as well. They showed.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I didn't even watch the show.
Sorry.
I didn't even watch the show, and I know that it's like
Everybody knows that theme. Everybody. So, which was crazy because when they came out with this, one of my thoughts was, man, are they going to keep the same theme song? I hope they do. So they showed the first 2 episodes, 1 or 2, I can't remember anyway. They had a screening with critics.
Uh-huh.
And one of the critics was like, when I heard the theme song, I knew I was back.
I was back in it.
So I'm glad they're keeping the same theme song because I can't imagine Game of Thrones starting with any other theme song.
Right.
Like how do you overcome that song?
Right.
It's too
Just keep it.
just keep it, right? And just say Game of Thrones, House of Target. Whatever.
I'm so sorry, but I have to compare it to something, and you're gonna be mad. Yes, keep the Game of Thrones song, but just like with iCarly, just like with iCarly when they had the reboot, they kept Miranda Cosgrove fought to keep that theme song, and I'm happy that she did because I know you see somehow the world's something to be, and it's so wonderful. Yes. She fought for it, so I know.
Huh?
I know what you're feeling.
You had a flashback?
Yes.
Get back to your childhood.
Yes.
Oh my God, Carly. Anyway. Anyway, that's coming out on Friday.
We'll be on
I
it.
don't know how I'm gonna have to watch it on my phone because I'm gonna be out of town. But yeah, maybe we do a remote DNA or something.
Something.
Yeah, but you gotta,
I might have to do a solo DNA.
do
Dad.
a solo DNA next Sunday. Keep it going. But definitely you have to watch that, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Even though, and here's the thing: since it's a prequel, you don't really have to watch the ones before it because this is before.
I'm not going to watch 8 seasons. Yeah. I'm not watching 8 seasons, and fantasy is already really hard for me, so I will be watching 1 episode at a time, 1 episode a week.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right, next thing. The next thing that we're talking about is Halloween Ends is coming October 15th, and I'm ready for it because I've been loving Halloween. I know.
Like the last one though.
I had fun. It was fun when he you can't fight, you can't defeat him. Cause remember they jumped him, the whole city, whatever, jumped him, and they were like, we got him. Nah, he can't die. It was so good.
I can't with this.
It was just fun. It was fun. And
Okay, so this is supposed to be Halloween Ends. Wink, wink.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Whatever.
She's coming back.
Yeah, just end this. I hope it's better than the last one. The first one
Was good.
This past one,
Second one, okay, objectively, turn off brain. It was not great.
It was
but
garbage.
turn it back on. It was good.
it was shite, if you will. So hopefully this next one that's coming up in October is actually pretty good. Otherwise, it was garbage.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Maybe Jamie Lee's character finally dies in this one, because she wasn't even in the second one. She was done. She was like, just have me
she's barely
my
in
leg
it.
broken. I want to be on the bed.
She's like, yeah, bro, I'm too old.
She's like, I don't want to do this character anymore,
Put me in
guys.
a coma.
Yeah, for real.
Whatever. Anyway, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that coming out October 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have Comic-Con. Here's some other news. We kind of missed Comic-Con, guys. That was a big thing. And some highlight points. We heard that there's a new what I want to talk about was the Daredevil show really quickly, and that show's finally coming out, and it's rumored to be like what?
No, it's not
Like
a
so
rumor.
many episodes.
It's
Like
not a rumor. Kevin Feige himself said it. It will be 18.
yeah,
episodes.
18. That's what it was. I was like, finally. I think they finally like hear it, like listening to the.
They've heard the people. This 6 episode nonsense they've been putting out is like, yo, why even put it out?
It's bad.
You don't have
we
enough
hate
time
it.
to develop your characters. Everybody feels rushed. By the time we fall in love with the characters, it's time for the thing to be
It's
over.
done.
Yeah, that's what happened with Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel should have been like 10 to 12 episodes.
It needed some
Like,
breathing time. It
yeah.
was so rushed, where it went from, oh, are you going to help us? No, you're not. Tomorrow, I'm going to kill you if you don't.
Like-
Jesus.
Let me think.
Give me a second, bro.
I just got home.
You know,
On the
I
drive
had
time.
to do that because it was so rushed.
Rushed. I didn't
right?
care about anybody. I did not care about any of the characters.
Yeah, it was
the
too
only,
rushed.
you know what? I think that they wanted to the 6 episodes because of something like WandaVision, Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki. Those make sense because those characters have been established
They're
for the last
established.
10 years.
But even WandaVision was 9. It was 9
9.
episodes.
It was 9. So I'm like, with those, I understand because with established characters and Hawkeye wasn't good, but that's fine. But Moon Knight should have been longer. Miss Marvel should have been longer. So now they're like, okay, Daredevil needs to be longer because it's a different character. It's not Netflix, guys.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
ooh, I don't even.
Yeah. 18. Here's the thing, though. I don't know how they're gonna be able to do this right because it's Disney, so you're not gonna get
I'm mad.
You're not gonna get the full.
The
thing.
real.
You're not gonna get the full.
I'm sad. I don't want to watch the show. I'm not watching it. I will watch it because I love Charlie Cox. But no, I'm sad.
We'll see. I'm sure it'll make it fine.
No, because remember, again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Because Age of Ultron, it's gonna be dark. It's gonna be dark. No, it wasn't. Moon Knight. Moon Knight's gonna be like a daredevil. Moon Knight's gonna be like, whoa. Kevin, stop lying to us.
That was so disappointing where the guy, he faded out.
At the
and then
end.
there was 10 people on the ground.
The finale, you're gonna do a phase out?
How do you not show us his skills?
That was the time to show Jake Lockley, not in a teaser.
After whatever credit scene.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We had to rant, guys, because we love Marvel, but you're falling off, and the only reason why y'all are riding this high is because DC doesn't know what they're doing.
So I got some movie news for that. So when you finish with this, I got some movie news for that.
Okay.
Interject here, even though it's not on a slide, but I was going to bring it in. So right now, Kevin Zaslav, who just took over, he's Discovery, the Discovery Channel series. They took over Warner Brothers.
Oh yeah.
So David Zaslav come in and he's making a bunch of big changes. One of the biggest changes he's made now, he canceled the Wonder Twins movie. I don't know if you heard about Wonder Twins movie.
What even is that?
It was trash. Back in the 80s, there used to be a show called Super Friends. Right, this is before your time. This is for all the Gen Xers out there. This is not for you millennials or Gen Z. But anyway, so there used to be Super Friends back in the 80s, and one of the characters was the Wonder Twins. So they used to be the bump fist. And one person will say, I need to change it to something else. So the sister, like Wonder Twin power.
Like in The Boys?
No.
Something like The Boys.
It sounds like The Boys.
Activate.
The Boys almost had something like that.
Yeah.
So they would pump fists and say, hey, Wonder Twin powers activate. And the girl would say in some form of animal. But the dude can only turn into some sort of water. So he would either turn into ice or a bucket of water.
So he was useless.
I mean, he was useless. But when you were a kid, you didn't think about it. 'Cause he got actually put on a fire.
Oh, thanks. Wow.
But as you grow up, you're like, why are you making a Wonder Twins? This guy was useless. Anyway.
So why would you make a movie? So he was like, cancel that.
He came
Scrap
in,
it.
he's like, oh, hell no.
Scrap it.
Scrap the entire thing. But that ain't nothing. That was just in development.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
He canceled Batgirl.
Oh, I heard about that.
That movie is shot. It's in the can. Everyone's been paid. It's in post-production completion. All it was waiting for is to release next year. He came in, saw it. He said, this is trash.
Hey, that's what we need. We need someone to be like, okay, guys, we can't just do this whole money thing.
Yeah.
We need something good and a
This is trash.
foundation.
So he said, you know what? Okay, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me, right? Maybe
Right.
I'm missing it. He brings in a test audience, Leah.
Yeah.
Bring a whole crowd of people.
Yeah.
Showed it. Y'all tell me what. Tell me if I'm crazy.
Tell me if I'm crazy.
Tell me if I'm trash.
Everybody was like, nah.
Test audience leaves. He's like, nope,
Scrap it.
$100 million. He said, we're just going to take the tax write-off on it.
Good. Thank you. That's
Which
what we
means-
need.
Which means this movie will never see the light of day. Once you take a tax write-off, you can't make any money on it.
Mm-hmm, right.
So it's scrapped. He said, look, this does not reflect on any of the actors in this. They did a great job, which is lies. Obviously,
Y'all just didn't. Obviously, you didn't do a good job.
It was trash. People was coming out of the screen saying, Michael Keaton, who's in this? Because Mike Keaton's in The Flash.
Oh, right. Batman, Batgirl, yeah.
He's in this as well. People come out of this like, Michael Keaton's outfit was trash. Like, they look
y'all
like he
do?
just got his clothes out of the closet somewhere and put him in a bat suit. What happened to the bat suit he usually wears?
Yeah.
He looked trash.
Hey.
Batgirl suit looked like trash. Everything was stiff and it was bad. He said, listen, and I'm so proud of him doing this. He said, we're done hurting the DC brand.
Yes.
We will no longer release products that would put a negative view on the brand of DC. And you know what he did? He formed the entire DC studios. Because, DC didn't have a studio.
Oh, wow.
Marvel has his own studio.
Right.
He just formed the whole DC studio. He's out looking for his Kevin Feige right now.
He's trying to be a Kevin Feige?
He's trying to hire somebody like Kevin Feige.
Oh, okay.
He's out in that search to put somebody over DC Studios. He's scrapping all the Now, Black Adam is still coming out.
Okay.
Shazam is still coming out. And The Flash is still coming out.
Flash is still
The Flash is still coming out. We don't talk about The Flash.
We're not talking about the Flash.
We don't talk about The Flash, but it's still coming out. Okay? Because it said the movie's too good. It's too good of a movie, so it's coming out. It's supposed to come out June of 2023. Nobody's gonna admit to seeing the movie.
But the movie made $1 billion. It was Elon Musk. Elon Musk he just donated $1 billion.
So anyway, so DC for right now has a 10-year plan to rebuild, bring Superman back, and get it the core character, the Trinity, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman.
Yes.
God, they need to do better than 1984 though. 1984 is trash.
The movie. I was like, the year. I was like, what are you talking about?
They did better than
The movie.
Wonder Woman
Yeah.
That was trash.
Yeah. No.
That
Yeah.
was pure trash.
It was not good. Yeah.
It was trash.
It was trash. But the thing is, I'm just really happy finally somebody's like, okay, like we can't just keep doing the whole let's make money.
Right.
Let's do the whole let's make a good story for once for these DC fans.
You can't be Marvel.
You can't do Marvel.
These characters are better.
I really hope that they also learn from Zack Snyder. Just do dark, please. Like you can do it. You can do it. Like you saw. Did you see that movie? Did you see Justice League? That movie was so good. Just give us a rated R superhero studio. That'd be so cool. Yeah.
So they're revamping 10-year plan. We'll see what they do, and hopefully DC can reclaim its glory.
Yeah.
So that's my interjection.
No, that's good because I didn't know about any of that.
Yeah.
So we'll be keeping up with that because I want to be a DC fan.
Yeah, we all do. Bring it back, man.
I want to be a DC fan.
The last good DC movie that was released
Mm-hmm.
into a theater. Shoot.
The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight.
That wasn't the last good one.
Joker.
No.
2019.
DC.
Okay.
Superman.
That was 2012.
Man of Steel.
That was 2012. So that was also Dark Knight Rises was also 2012. So
damn, that's a while ago.
That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's actually had a good movie out.
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Released in theaters.
Oh.
They had to come back and redo an old movie.
Redo a whole movie.
Nah, but it was good. All right. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We've talked about Captain America 4 in the past. So let's just quickly go on to the upcoming movies. I just want to say,
I know. Here we go.
Black people are winning. What were you thinking I was going to say?
I knew you was going to talk about Elba in 2 movies.
Oh, I'm just saying Black people are winning this fall. It's just great. We have these movies coming out. We have Wakanda Forever. We had Nope just now. Like the diversity is giving. So Idris Elba's in 2 movies. The Beast, and I don't want to see this movie, Dad.
You don't want to see The Beast?
No, I want to see The Beast. But this next movie, 3,000 Years of Longing, this trailer looks so bad.
It did?
Dad, you don't remember watching it?
I did. He was like a genie, right?
It was something weird, Dad.
He was a genie. She found him, and it looked good to me because here's the conundrum about genies. If it's done right.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you ask for a wish, right? If I grant you 3 wishes, every wish has a consequence because you're receiving something that you may be taking from someone if they do it that way. Now, if it's just a silly, here's your wishes and it's a comedy, then yeah, it's gonna be stupid. But they do it in the right way where, yeah, you can have a dream, but you have to think consequentially about your dream because it's gonna affect how other things happen in the world.
Right.
Then it could be good. It could be good, Lay.
I had no interest in this at all.
Nope.
But one. John Boyega. Let's talk about John Boyega.
Have you seen the trailer for Breaking?
No, I have not, because I've never even heard about this.
Yeah, it's really good.
We love John Boyega. First saw him in Star Wars, and I just love to see him in like more stuff. You know?
Yeah, this movie gave me a John Q vibe. You need to watch John Q, by the way. John Q's a movie that Denzel Washington was starring in back. Oh man, this is like a '90s movie, I think. But John Q, this movie gives me the vibes of John Q. A man at the end of his rope, he's desperate, and he's got to do something for his family. You know what I'm saying? So
Daybreak.
No. Well, yeah, kind of sort of.
Yeah. Right, so Daybreak at the end of his rope, so he has to get his last job. All right.
I guess you could say Daybreak. No, but it looked pretty good. We'll see how it is. Both of these come out next 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, and then
Beast comes out next Friday, right?
I watch Beast. Beast is like a struggle of the shoulder for me because when it comes to like animal movies, like I think of The Rock
Yeah.
and like Rampage. I didn't even watch Rampage because I thought that was dumb.
Not
That was
the
gonna be dumb.
same, though.
I don't know, Dad. When it comes to a lion, like I'm fighting a lion, like okay.
That's not the same, though. Rampage is fictional, man. Lions are real.
Are they? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Come on, lions are real. I think this one is going to be a good one. We'll see. We'll see if the struggle is real.
Look, struggle shoulder. I don't know.
You gotta have to watch it because you have to solo next week.
I don't want to do anything. No, I'm kidding. All right, that's pretty much the end, guys. That's the end of we're at the 1 hour mark now. We're getting there. So thank you for watching. Always, of course, subscribe, share, like, leave a comment. Subscribe, share, like, leave a comment, okay? Please, thank you. Because we're going to continue to do this every week. Promise,
Right.
we're back. We're back.
We're gonna be reviewing all of the big shows. There's gonna be 4 shows on at the same time. You're gonna have She-Hulk. You're gonna have Game of Thrones. You're gonna have Lord of the Rings, and what's the next one from? Oh, Andor.
Andor. There's also the DC show. What is it called? Harley Quinn. Season 3 is finally coming out. So that's also.
Yeah, they greenlit season 4.
Is it season 4? It is coming out in August. It's coming out this month.
They greenlit it, and season 3 is coming out, but they already greenlit season 4.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah,
season 4.
yeah,
Okay.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that show is really good. So we'll talk about it too.
Yeah, we can. I need to get back into it though. I didn't watch the first season. I need to go back and watch it. It was really good.
Oh, I watched. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
really
turned you
loved
on to it. Yeah, I told you.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Yeah. I really liked
It
it.
was pretty good.
Okay. Well, that's about it. See y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.